Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I will be giving you a prediction reading for the 7th of November. Now if you are new here, I just let my guides channel through to you, get messages to you. I do cover a lot of global topics as well as the Great Awakening process, which is currently going on at the moment. If you are new, please subscribe, hit those like buttons guys, and also make sure you leave me comments down below. I love to hear from you guys. We know YouTube mucks around with my comments a lot. That's becoming very obvious now. So if I don't get back to you straight away, I do get back to you eventually. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll close my eyes, we'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh God, they're saying the climate activists will be out. We often talk on this channel about the climate activists, the climate protests, and how they seem a little staged to highlight the issues. There's usually only about 5 or 6 at those protests, isn't there? Which is a bit strange because at a normal protest you usually get hundreds or thousands. It's usually very, very different. So they do look a little staged. I think a lot of us here know that these climate activists might be a little bit staged and set up. So we're about to get some more because, as you guys probably know, there is a big climate summit going on. Yes, and guess where it is? We've been talking a lot about pyramids. It's in Egypt. So there's a lot of global leaders coming together again. We know they are. Sushi will be there with bells on. There's a lot going on. So we're going to hear a lot about climate change and how it's a huge problem that we all need to address. So that's what's happening in the current energy. We might be looking at a few more climate protests because it's desperate and urgent and climate has to be addressed according to these protesters. So many questions we have, isn't there? As BS detectors. That's a BS detector that's high on the radar, I would say, for us right there, of a bit of maybe BS going on. Let's see where else we go today. I'm still getting London Bridge. Oh, there's big problems over there in London. There's people are fighting back. They are. People have, they're showing me the sagging bridge in London now. We've still got the sagging bridge. People in London are exhausted. They're tired from all the BS and garbage that's being thrown at them. So now we've got the big sagging bridge. And you know where, like, what happens when the bridge is saggy? It usually doesn't hold up real well, does it? So that's what I'm getting in London still. They still don't have the support of the people. Things are not strong. If you think of a bridge and it's sagging, it's not strong. So that's where we're at currently in London, and people are still fighting back, standing up. People in London are that exhausted. They can't take anymore. See, it's that not having your voice. It's making people feel exhausted, downtrodden, worn out, lacking energy, and they need some relief. And this would be financially, of course, and probably climate change wise, renewables, but these people in London, England, UK are just exhausted now. I'm getting the hand like coming up in front of them like enough's enough, you know. That's what they're giving to the government. I said they were running and hiding, and now it's like enough's enough. They don't even want to look at what government's dishing out. So you've got to understand the people. That's what I was saying yesterday about Sushi. He's got to start to work out what will work with the people. Because when you don't have them on board with the decision-making process, you don't have the support, so the bridge will sag. Let's see where else we go today. I'm getting the Caribbean islands again. God, there's a bit of activity going on around the Caribbean islands. It's showing me the cleanup. It's almost like they've brought in bulldozers on the beaches. There's a big cleanup and a big tidy up happening around the Caribbean islands. Could be the elite takeovers, but I am just getting there's a real tidying up well, they're kind of rolling in the new, I guess you could say. It's the rebuilding of the structures and things. Something's going on. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. The energy around all this is just getting globally. This is taking a toll on people. It is. It's taking a toll on people's health. Now, even that tiredness I'm getting is the exhaustion of people. It's like, well, it's almost like depression. If you think of when someone's depressed or they're overwhelmed, exhausted, it gives you that very tired energy, and it makes you very vulnerable and susceptible to picking things up, to your immune system drops because you're so run down. Well, that's what I'm getting, and that's what's going to help, of course, the CV virus to run rampant again because of this tired energy that everyone's emitting because they're all run down. And, of course, Christmas is coming, which causes more people to feel run down because they feel overwhelmed. So that's why we're getting this really tired energy. So I'm getting definitely the Caribbean islands. There's a lot of shifts going on there as well. The tiredness is globally, though. That's everybody. Let's see where else we go. They're showing me that something's really capturing people's attention. They're showing me like this scene, if anyone's seen the Hunger Games, they're showing me all the little people looking up at the leader, like looking up at the stage. And I would say this represents all of us, like people and peasants, I call us, looking up at our leaders for guidance. It's not good, is it? That Hunger Games image, if anyone's seen that, it isn't good. But this is what I'm getting. Everybody's looking at their governments for direction. Let's hope they don't take their directions. But that's what I'm getting. People are looking at them now. I guess people are looking at all their global leaders to take the reins and to take charge of their lives and what is happening. But see, this is the sad part, isn't it? Like we see it, I know if you're here on my channel, we see what's coming and we see the plan is to take people down. But you've got to remember the sleepwalkers don't know this is the plan. They don't realise the plan is to take them down so they'll own nothing, of course, as we know, and be happy. But they just think all this will stop. So they're looking at the government leaders for that direction of what do we do next? Like, what are you going to do? They keep asking these government, well, not literally, but they keep hoping, praying probably for good outcomes from their leaders. Because remember, you got to remember too, they voted some of them in, not all. So Sushi wasn't voted in by people, was he? But a lot of the others were voted in. So they're thinking, oh, good, our leaders, if we look up to them on the stage, performing the show on the stage, that they'll get some outcomes and they'll help the people. But it's so sad, isn't it? Because we know that help ain't there. And they're not going to throw the people a lifeline because they want them to virtually drown in their, not just financially, but even in their madness. They want people to just feel a little crazy. It's starting to happen too. People are feeling a little crazy. I think I said that the other day. People still cannot believe this is happening. People who are waking up, the sleepwalkers, cannot believe that this is happening. The conspiracies are coming to fruition. And it's shocking to most. It's shocking. It would be shocking. Could you imagine it? It didn't even feel real to all of us, and we saw it. Oh, God, imagine, like I said, 3 years on and waking up and knowing you've been lied to by your media and everyone else, your government. Shocking. Oh, sorry, guys. Everyone has had enough. They're exhausted. The fatigue at the moment is bad. It's really bad. Let's see where else we go. Things are getting dire now. It's so sad, isn't it? People are getting taken down to nothingness. And particularly I'm getting America. America is being really taken down. They know they are. The people in America, we talk about you guys a lot. I know there's a few of you that watch my channel over there. Don't worry, people are waking up. The sleepwalkers are waking up to the garbage now. They're sensing something's amiss, something's not right. See, it comes back to your gut instincts and your senses and what you're feeling. Something isn't right. There's a knowing now that they're actually receiving. It's like I said yesterday, the spears being thrown at their feet to get the information to them so they can see it. They've been in the denial bubble. I think most of us could admit, anyone we know that's, you know, been following government rules have been in the denial bubble. They didn't want it to be true. And look, we understand that. Nobody wants to be wrong. But at the end of the day, as we could see way back when, these jabs were doing a lot of injury to people, and they're really affecting people's lives. They're exacerbating people's ailments. It's just getting crazy now. All of you have got stories out there. I know you share them with me. I've got them too. Things that were never around are suddenly boom on the rise, and there's ads on TV, like I say here, about shingles, stroke. It's gone completely mad, and people are just accepting that. It's absolute madness. So that's what I'm getting. People are, maybe their denial bubbles are being popped, I'm afraid. Maybe the spears are popping their denial bubbles now and having these people to really force them to actually turn their head and look at the truths. Oh, it's sad. It really is sad, this whole experience. Let's see where else we go. God, they're giving me this. They're showing me the scales. Russia, China, Russia, China, Russia, China, Russia, China, Russia, China, and this is like the narrative that gets fed constantly. It's like there's no one else in the fight other than Russia and China, because that's the narrative they want to feed everybody. They just want everybody to think they're the two most powerful people. See, they have a lot of control in the world, as we know. I still believe China is at the top. That's my personal view. China really wants to take over. We know that they do. They want to have mass control of the people, and not just in China. We know they've got mass control of the people in China, but now they're wanting to really push forward and take over. Yeah, they keep Russia, China, Russia, China. That's what I'm getting. And the guides are saying there's no comparing Russia to China. Like, see, China, like I say, does a lot by stealth. They're creeping. They creep and take over. That's what I'm getting for China. They're the old quiet achievers in the background. You know how you always have... Oh, gosh, sorry, guys. This is just getting beyond a joke now, this energy. You have the quiet achievers in the background, for example, at school, who are doing all their work and being all studious and really moving through their grades really well. Well, that's what I'm getting China is. They just chip away and they keep put their sort of head down and bum up and get into action. Whereas Russia, I see, is very boisterous, obviously. They're like the loud kid. They still does well, but they do it in a very different style and manner. They're more destructive in their madness and moving forward. So that's the different kinds of energy. So that's where I feel like China rises itself up by stealth, by sneaking around and like in the background. We know that they do. Hang on, let's see where else we go today. God, they're giving me that the pyramid scheme's collapsing. Wouldn't that be ideal if their big Ponzi pyramid scheme was collapsing? Oh, that would be so good. See, what it's showing is that the foundations are collapsing. Not that they ever had a foundation, but they've had to go away, remember, and rebuild the reset with a better foundation. But they're still having trouble getting that real stable foundation. It's still like collapsing. It's showing me like they've reset the cement. So this is around, obviously, the new rollout of the reset. They've reset the cement, but it's now got cracks in it. So they're going to have to do some quick either patching up or some new surveying of the area because it might be uneven. This is kind of what they're showing me. Things aren't going smoothly. There's little cracks forming in the foundation of their rollout, and that's good. That's what we want to hear. That causes them delay. Any delay is good because it allows more people to wake up, as we know. So I am getting there's cracks in their new foundation. Perhaps climate change is causing it. It seems to cause everything else. So that's what I'm getting at the moment. There's delays in their big rollout. It's been so push, hasn't it? We keep talking about those dates and things. It's nuts. The energy dates and changing to electric cars, and it's crazy. Let's see where else we go. Germany's on their feet. I keep getting it. Germany's rising. We know we're not going to get anything because it's never on our feeds. You got to go and search, guys. Germany's rising. It's happening over there. And it's happening en masse. I'm getting that en masse. Gosh, I hate the algorithms, the way they hide everything from us. I do feel like they're really coming into their own strength and power. It's so great to see it. I can just see it. People really ignited now. It's like their spark has finally ignited. This is some of the sleepwalkers in Germany because they don't want to relive the past. See? It wasn't good, was it? So they don't want to go back to that, and they don't want to be known as that. They just want to get on with their lives. Sorry, guys. People can't take this much anymore because this is about freedom. See, people, they want their freedom back because they know, like I said, it's slipping away and slipping through their fingers now. So they got it. The denial bubbles are getting popped, like pop, 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 pop. Well, in Germany they are, and people are seeing the truth, and it's scaring the absolute bejesus out of them, because they know where it's headed. Communism. Who wants it? No one. Let's see where there's something else to close with today. God, it's showing me these government leaders I'd often talk about the cattle here. They're trying to herd people back in, but it's showing that there's not enough room in the cattle yards. So people are still spilling out everywhere. It's still all chaotic. These government leaders are not able to round people up still. The people in the mass psychosis or the sleepwalkers, they're still not able to round them up. They've tried hard. They've tried hard to put the fear in them with the CV coming again. And oh gosh, it's very repetitive Groundhog Day. It is a bit relatable too, isn't it? But they can't get them contained. They just can't. They're struggling to contain the people because they keep bursting out of the gates and running away like the good little cattle that they are, that we think they are anyway. Hang on a second. Let's see if there's something else to close with today. God, I'm still getting that song for Biden. He's a Real Nowhere Man by the Beatles. I'm still getting He's a Real Nowhere Man sitting in his nowhere land. So sad, isn't it? He really is in nowhere land. Oh, it's just sad. I am still getting that song. So people definitely want him gone. They do. Let's face it. Like, really? They do. They want him gone. So he to me is lost. He's floating now, like floating around. Just lost. He can't get grounded and get his footing now. Like I just keep getting it's like over Red Rover. Bygones be bygones. Hang on a second. I do get that Trump is holding a lot of power. See, it's his energy. It's the energy vibration. That's what I talk about a lot. Trump does hold a lot of power because of his energy. He just radiates and emits this energy of like laughter and fun and, well, people, which is weird, think honesty. We know no politicians are honest, but it comes across that he's very real with what he says. He doesn't beat around the bush. He says what he thinks. And that kind of is appealing to people as well. Because people are like, well, we know it's not the truth, but people like someone who stands in their convictions is what I'm looking for, who says what he thinks. It's a bit like DeSantis in Florida. He says what he thinks and he stays strong to his decision-making process. Well, that's what I'm getting sort of for Trump as well. He's kind of got that same energy vibe. And it's appealing to people because he's very direct in what he says. He's not wishy-washy. He's direct in what he says. I'll just see if there's something else to close with today. Oh, there's something they're trying to get to me. Oh, I can't get it. They're talking about presidents. Hang on. Oh, hang on a sec, guys. I've just gone blank. Oh. It's like a song about presidents. Hang on. Oh, I can't think of it, guys. They're just not giving me a tune. Wait a minute. I know these midterms are very important for you guys over there. Oh, was it a song by the Presidents? There's a band, isn't there, called the Presidents? Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Was there a song or something written? Oh, I think there was. Wasn't there a song by about JFK or something? Oh, I just can't get it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, you guys might remember it. I've just gone blank. I'm pretty sure it's from the 80s too. Oh, no, I'm sure it was about JFK. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, I even know the song. If I think of it in the next video, guys, I'll make sure I let you guys know what it is. I'll look it up and get it back to you. But they are giving me this song about, like, presidents and JFK. Was it by the Presidents, the band? Was there a band, the Presidents? I even know it. I can even sort of half hear it. Anyway, let me see if there's something else I can close with today. I'm just getting people are standing up now. They are. They've had enough. They can't take any more. See, that's what happens when you hit rock bottom. You've got nowhere else to go but to scramble back up and try and come back and fight. Otherwise, you're going to have nothing. Oh, this is just beyond sad. They got to get out of that tunnel and find the light. They really do, these sleepwalkers. Oh, hang on, I'll get a message for us. Yeah, we just have to keep finding relief in our little space over here. Just enjoying our life, removing ourselves, staying very focused, clear, staying brave, like the Braveheart bikers, and just staying in your truth and your power. That's very important. Being the truth tellers, the sheriffs of truth, because eventually that's what the guys are saying. The truth always comes out. A lot of you say that here, the truth always wins in the end. And, you know, I believe that the truth will come out in the end. People will realise it might not be straight away, but long term they're definitely going to figure all this out. Maybe not the jab. I think too many of them went in that mass psychosis. Gosh, that was clever. The way they manipulated that, wasn't it? But I am getting that a lot of truths will come out. All right, I'm going to leave you with that today. Gosh, I'm very tired. The energy around this today has been really exhausting. People have had enough. They can't keep going. They either stand up and fight or they're just going to be little minions now, just doing as they're told, which we know a lot of them like that role, don't they? All right, have a great day, everybody. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia because this is absolutely taking all my energy at the minute. Have a wonderful day, and I will come on a bit later, hopefully a bit more energized than this energy, and I'll say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like buttons and subscribe. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.